Hey friends, it's Carolyn from Beauty Beyond Bones, and you are watching the Oh What a Beautiful Morning video series. It's Monday. We're going to have a great week. Let's jump right into Luke 10:38-42, and I think you're going to have heard this one before. It's the story of Martha and Mary. All right. Now, as they went on their way, Jesus entered a village, and a woman named Martha welcomed him into her house. And she had a sister called Mary, who sat at the Lord's feet and listened to his teaching. But Martha was distracted with much serving, and she went up to him and said, "Lord, do you not care that my sister has left me to serve alone? Tell her then to help me." But the Lord answered her, "Martha, Martha, you are anxious and troubled about many things, but one thing is necessary. Mary has chosen the good portion, which will not be taken away from her." So I don't know about you, but whenever I hear this, my mind always goes to the Brady Bunch and the episode with Jan and Marcia, and there's that famous line. It's like, "Marcia, Marcia, Marcia." I always think about that. But let's get back to the topic at hand here. Martha and Mary. There's so much that can be taken from this story, but what really spoke to me as I was reading it this time was about how Jesus told Martha that Mary was doing the one necessary thing. And, you look at the story and you're like, well, what is that one necessary thing? She was spending time with Jesus. She was sitting at his feet and listening to his teachings. So in just this one little Bible passage, Jesus is telling us what our priorities need to be. He's giving us a shape up or ship out letter here about how spending time with him needs to be our one necessary thing. It needs to be number one before anything else, before our workouts, before we clean the house, before we, go about our day and start our errands and, everything that we have to do for the day. He needs to be first. And, that really is convicting for me to hear, because I really need to examine my own priorities in my life and really, see, is he number one? Because I'm not proud to admit this, but, I can get really caught up in the rat race, in everything that I have to do throughout the day, and I'll give Jesus maybe 10 minutes at the end of the day as I'm falling asleep. And that's not good, and that's not right. And this is really an eye-opening verse as I read this for the what seems like 100th time in my lifetime. We all know this passage, but it really it spoke to me. It's one thing is necessary, and Mary's doing it. She's sitting at his feet, listening, spending time with him. Because at the end of the day, our relationship with Jesus is just that. It's a relationship, and he wants to spend time with us. I was at church with my family last Sunday, and, we were kneeling, and there was this little boy who was sitting right in front of me, in front of the kneeler, and he was reading a book, and it was like one of those, kids' prayer, books that they take to church about God or whatever to, keep them interested. And I couldn't help but be reading this book. It had beautiful pictures, and the print was huge, and it was literally right here in front of my nose. So it was I couldn't not see him. But in the book, it was talking about how Jesus loves spending time with us, and that's literally all he wants to do, is just spend time with us because he loves us so much. And how, even if it's just a quick hello, or, telling him about how we're feeling, or, when we're happy, when we're sad, when we're hurt, when we're worried or scared. Jesus wants to hear all of it because he's our friend. And I think it was just because it was written in, kids speak. This book, it was geared towards 5-year-olds, and it was, really plain and just really straightforward language about Jesus wanting to be our friend and Jesus loving us so much. And, I got a little choked up there reading it because it was just so beautiful. He loves us so much. And so, of course, Mary is doing the right thing. She's spending time with Jesus, doing exactly what he longs for. And, when you look at it as that, instead of, I need to go pray, it's, no, I get to go spend time with Jesus, who all he wants to do is just be with me and have me be with him and just spend time together. It's such a beautiful thought. So, as we go forward today, let's just spend some time with our best friend. So anywho, that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have an amazing Monday. I will see you tonight on the blog.